Welcome to Beerstories from Beerstory Brewhouse. This is a review of Bad Motivator Legacy Barrels, hybrid barrels. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about them and why I love them. I've been playing around with barrel aging my beers, both with small barrels like this, oak chips, and also tincture from oak chips and pour it into the beer. And I just don't think it works. All I get is oak and tannins, and I get none of that beautiful barrel-aged flavors that I love from the big breweries. And that's due to one thing. The surface area in a barrel like this one, or also bigger, I would say you have to at least go up in 100 to 150 liters to get a proper barrel-aged beer out of it. A small barrel like this one has a huge surface area compared to the volume. And the same thing with oak chips. And what that means is that the beer, that the barrel aging in this one is really aggressive, so it will just draw out all these tannins and the oak flavor, and it's barrel aging on steroids, and you won't get any of those fine vanillin and coconut flavors that you normally get from bigger barrels or from the big breweries. The big breweries, they use 1 to 2 barrel sized barrels, or 2 to 400 liters barrels, and they have a way smaller surface area compared to the volume, which means that, well, a beer in this one 3 weeks is more than enough. Then it becomes undrinkable. A larger barrel, you can maybe age them for a couple of months. And that's not enough time to get out all these vanilla flavors and the coconut flavors and the rest of the sugars that are in the wood that we burned, hopefully. And that's why I love these barrels from Bad Motivator Legacy Barrels, because it's steel with a wooden lid. And that means that the surface area of the wood here is just like the surface area of a big barrel like the breweries use. So the beer has to age about over a year in this what that allows is to draw out all those vanilla and coconut flavors, besides that slow oxidation that we also know from barrel-aged beers. Yeah, so I think these are amazing. These are really great for homebrewers. And I talked to the owner because these are fun. They are pretty small. And what I made a 5-gallon batch and just split it up in these two. And that's of course fun, but then you have to buy 2 of them. So I asked him if he could please make a 5-gallon hybrid barrel as well. And he did. So he's a really cool guy. He listens to what the customers are saying. And he really wants to get into the market of not just spirits, but also beer. And I said to him that you have to have a bigger barrel for beers, because we often brew 5 gallons or more. So he is making that right now, and I think that's awesome. Another thing that another issue I had, it's a small issue, but the tap here, it's hard to connect a hose to it. So I asked him if he could put a tap on that where you can actually attach your hose to, and he's going to do that as well. So yeah, what's not to like? The barrels are great, and now we can get them in a bigger size with a tap that's bottle friendly or just easy to connect a hose to, so you can put it in the keg, carbonate it, and then bottle it afterwards. So yeah, I love these barrels. I can really recommend them. And Bad Motivator Legacy Barrels is just a cool company. He's a cool guy. Makes great barrels. You can get different kind of toast and roast. You can get different kind of wood. This is a American white oak. Yeah, you can order in the shop whatever you want. So if you want to check it out, there's a link in the description. Yeah, other than that, just have a happy brewing out there.